Now we're about to go into a very important topic in hematology. So of course, anytime you're talking about blood donation, blood collection, that's very vital. Do you understand? Because a single mistake could actually turn what was meant to help a patient into what is now harmful to the patient. So we look at what blood, that's introduction to blood donor sourcing and blood collection. How can you be able to get blood donors for blood donation, and what are the right ways of collecting this blood? Now this just serves as a way of introducing this whole topic. Okay, for what we have as a way of introducing this topic, let me pick up my pen. We said that introduction to this is just tailored for healthcare professionals, public health students, or anyone involved in transfusion service, or you are just somebody out there that just wants to know more about transfusion. So introduction to this concept, you should know that blood transfusion is very important in modern medicine. It's very useful in treatment of all those trauma. If somebody has lost blood due to maybe surgery, somebody has anemia, or any blood disorder, okay, that you want to handle, this is very important. Do you understand? So in trying to study this now, you are trying to ensure that as you are doing this blood business, everything is safe, everything is what going on very well. So blood donor sourcing just refers to strategies to how you can be able to get individuals that are eligible, not just anyhow individuals that are eligible and willing to donate. Okay, so the goal is to build a sustainable, safe and ethical blood supply system. So key models is we'll look at the voluntary non-remunerated blood donations. Those ones are people that just come to donate without being forced. They just know the needs or the importance of donation, so they just come there. Then we'll talk about family replacement donations. We'll talk about directed donations. Okay, then we'll talk about paid donations. Okay, paid donors, but paid donors are usually being discouraged, okay, due to ethical practice. So recruitment strategies, we look at community outreach and education. We'll discuss more on it. We'll talk about how you can actually carry these informations to schools, universities. All right, then we'll talk about mobile blood drives and donor clubs, the media campaigns that will help to encourage blood donation and put out the different sad stories we hear from blood donation, cooked up by some peoples that have some agendas they are pursuing. So for blood collection, it's just trying to look at, okay, you got a donor, so how can you be able to safely take this blood from a donor? Okay, so the steps in blood collection, we look at how you can be able to screen your donor and the various type of infections that you should be looking out for in the donor. Okay, then the various eligibility standards. Talk about informed consent, where you have to now tell the person everything and they have to agree first. We'll talk about how to do venipuncture. We'll talk about what a patient will need, that's after they have done donation. Then we'll talk about labeling and storage. Okay, so we'll also talk about the safety measures. We'll talk about examples of disease conditions that are usually contacted through this business of blood donation. Okay, and how we can be able to be vigilant on this and avoid all these mistakes. So that's it for the introduction. We'll still make more videos on different aspects.